Hello kids, in today's class we are going to learn that how we have to multiply the decimal numbers. Okay, so I'm taking one example here. I'm taking example where I am multiplying 0.2 with 6. So what I'm doing here is I have a decimal number, I am multiplying this with a whole number. So this will be like general multiplication. See, how we have to do this? We can multiply these two numbers. We can take this 2 as, take this number as 2, okay, because we do not have anything in the whole number. So we can just do 2 into 6, which will give us 12, okay. And now what we have to do? We have to put a decimal point in a way that in the given decimal number, we have to consider the number of places which is given in the given decimal number. Like in the case of 0.2, the decimal is after one place. So in the product also, we have to write the decimal after one place starting from the right. So here we will get 1.2 as the answer. Okay, I'm taking another example here where I'm taking 1.5 and multiply this with 3, let's say. So what we can do, we can take this as 15 and we can multiply 15 with 3. So 15 into 3 will give us 45. And now we'll go back to the decimal number and we will see that how many places of decimal are there. We have only one place of decimal. So starting from the right, we will put the decimal after first place. Okay, so we have 4.5 as the answer here. So I hope this is easy, kids. Let us start with the exercise. And here we have question number 2, which says A part is 1 multiply 127 with 8 first, and then in the next subsequent part we have 12.7 into 8 and then 1.27 into 8. So we have to multiply only the first in the series. The next we can use the rules. And what is the rule? The rule is simple, that we have to see how many places of decimal are there, and in the product we have to write the decimal point after the same number of places. Okay, so in the given question, what we have here is we have to calculate 127 multiply with 8. So this is 8 into 7 is 56, 8 into 2 is 16, 16 plus 5 is 21, 8 into 1 is 8, 9, 10, 1016. So the product is 1016. And now the second part of question, where now we have 12.7 multiply with 8. So what is the change in these two questions? Only that in the second part, we are introducing one decimal here. So now, without doing the multiplication and everything, we can use the same answer. First, we will write the product as is, and then we have to write the decimal after the given number of places. So in this, we have after one number of place. So here also, starting from the right, we will put the decimal here. So the answer will be 101.6. Okay. Next, the next part is 1.27 into 8. So kids, if you see here, now the decimal is shifted with one more place. So again, same thing, write the product as is. And now we have two places of decimals. So starting from the right, put the decimal after the two places. So this is our answer. Okay. So I hope you have understood what we have done. We are just taking out the product first, the simple product, and after that we have to write the decimal according to the given decimal number. Okay. We have to consider that after how many decimal places the decimal has been put. Same thing we have to consider there. Now, similarly, we have another question here. 312 into 5, same thing we have to do here. But in this question, we have decimal in the another number. So, we have 312 multiply with 5 first. So, let us find out the product. 5 into 2 is 10, 5 in 1, the 5 is 6. 5 into 3 is 15. So we have 5 into 2 is 10, 5 into 1 is 5 plus 1, 6, 15. This is the product of the number. Now, when we go to the second part of it, we have 312 multiply with 0.5. That means we will use the same product, but now we will place the decimal after one number starting from the right. So starting from the right, after one number, this is the answer. Answer will be 156. Now the third part of is 3.312 into 0.05. What we are doing now, we are shifting decimal to one more place now. So we have two places of decimal here. So now in the product also, we are going to do the same thing, two places from the right, put the decimal here. This is the answer. Okay, so I hope you have understood what we have done here. And now let us move to the next question where we have to just do the multiplication of the given numbers. Let me erase this. Okay, so question number 3, I am picking the B part first. We have 8.1 into 11. So kids, what we are going to do, just multiply 84 with 11. So we will get 84, 4 as is 8 4 12 and 924. So the product is 924. Now what we have to do, we have to put the decimal after one decimal place from the right. So this is our answer, 92.4. Okay, this is done. Now let me pick F part. So in the F part, what we have is, we have to multiply 7 with 8.39. So when you are going to do this, we have 839. You have to multiply this with 7. So when we are multiplying 839 with 7, we are getting 5873 as the product. This is the product which we are getting after multiplying these two numbers. Now what we have to do, put the decimal after two places from the left. So this is the decimal we are putting after two decimal places. This is 58.73 we have got. Also, I'm taking the last part, H, where we are multiplying 0.03 with 2. So here 3 into 2 will give us 6. And now we have to put the decimal after two numbers, but we have only one number here. So what we are going to do, we are going to write one more 0 here and then we will put a decimal point. So our answer is 0.06. Okay, this particular thing we have already covered in our previous exercises, kids. Now, question number 4 is solve. So let us solve these questions. What we have here is a day on the planet Mercury is equal to 58.6 Earth days. How many Earth days are there in 7 days of Mercury? Okay, wait, let me just erase this part first. Question number 4 and A part. So here what is given to us is that one day on Mercury is equal to 58.6 Earth days. So I'm writing Earth days as E here. And how many Earth days are there in 7 days of Mercury? What we have to find? We have to find that how many Earth days are there in 7 days of Mercury. So how we can find this out? We just have to multiply these two. We have done the concept of cross multiplication also. So what we'll have here is the number of Earth days in 7 days of Mercury is equal to 58.6 and multiply this with 7. Okay, so now what we have to do first, just take the product of 586 into 7. So multiply 586 into 7. When we multiply this, we will get 4102 as the product of these two numbers. Okay, and then what we have to do, just put a decimal point after one place. So our answer is 410.2. This is the answer, 410.2 Earth days. Okay, easy. Next, A day on the Jupiter is equal to 9.8 Earth days. How many Earth hours? Sorry, a day on the Jupiter is equal to 9.8 Earth hours. And how many Earth hours are there in 15 days of Jupiter? This is very similar to this question. So, kids, I'm leaving this question as a homework for you. Same thing we have to do what we have done in A part. Moving to the last question, a day on the earth is actually 23.93 hours long. How many hours are there in a month of 13 days? This question is also very easy. We know that one day on earth is equal to 23.93 hours. I'm writing this in H. And then question is, how many hours are there in 30 days? Okay, so how we can do? Just cross multiply. So number of hours in 30 days is equal to 23.93 into 30. Simple multiplication. And how we are going to do? First, we are going to take the product of 2393 with 30. Okay, so we have to multiply first 2393 with 30, and when we are multiplying these two numbers, we are getting 71790. And now what we have to do? Just put the decimal after two places, that is here. So our answer is 717.90 hours. Okay, this is our answer. Easy. So kids, this is very easy how we have to multiply, just like whole numbers. Do the simple multiplication and then see that after how many places decimal are there. So after those many places, we have to write the decimal in the product starting from the right. Okay, so this is also done. Now exercise 7 I also am taking together. This is very easy. What we have here is question number 1. It says multiply 28.25 with 10. Okay, so when we are multiplying this by 10, what we are doing here is, see, we can write 28.25 as 2825 divided by 100. If we remove this decimal point, we are getting 100 here, and now multiplying it this with 10. So when we are doing this 0 is getting cancelled and we are left only with 10 in the denominator. Okay, so this gives us 282.5. So when we look at these two numbers, kids, 282.5 and 28.25, can we say that when we multiply this number with 10, we are shifting a decimal point to one place right? Okay, see, initially the decimal was after two places. Now when we are multiplying this by 10, we are shifting the decimal after one place, right? That means this decimal is moving towards the right. Okay, now I'm taking another example where I'm multiplying the number with the given number with 100. So I'm taking this number 3.19, which is the F part, and I am multiplying this with 100. Okay, so when we are multiplying this, I can write this 3.19 as 319 divided by 100, and then this 100 also given to us. When we are removing this decimal, we can write it in this form, right? Now, these two can cancel with each other and we are getting 319 as the answer. When we compare this answer with the given question, we see that this decimal place has been moved to two places towards the right? That means it is somewhere here after 319. So what we can see here is that whenever we are multiplying a decimal number with the 10, 100 or 1000, then the decimal place will move towards the right, and that depends with which number we are multiplying. If we are multiplying with 10, it will move to one place of right. If we are multiplying with 100, it will move to two places right. If we are multiplying this with 1000, it will move to three places on the right. Okay, so for this I am taking question number H. Okay, In question number H, we have 0.8 multiply with 1, 2, 3, 1000. We can write this as 8 by 10 and then multiplying this with 1000. 1 0 is cancelled. Multiply these two, we are getting 800. Again, the same thing. This point has been moved to three places right. Okay, where 8 is the first place, second place is 1 0, third place is 1 0. Okay, so what I want to say is there is no need of doing all these calculations. If you are given with such a question, you can generally just see that how many zeros are there which we are multiplying here, and accordingly you can move to that many places on the right. Moving to the second question now, where we have to fill in the numbers. So kids, again it is based on the same concept that if we multiply any decimal number with 10, 100,000, then the decimal place will be moved to one to move the towards the right, and that depends upon how many zeros we are multiplying with. If we are multiplying with 10, then it will be moved to one place right. If by 100, then two places right. If three, then three places right, and so on. Okay, so I'm picking question number 2, A part. In the A part, we have 32.1. We are multiplying this with a number such that we are getting 321. So if we see both of these, the first number is a decimal number, the second number is not a decimal number. That means the decimal has been moved towards right, right? Because we can write down 321 as 321.0. So that means we are multiplying this with a number which has 1 zeros in it. That means we are multiplying this with 10. Why 1 0? Because the decimal is moving to one place right. Oh, sorry, yeah, one place right. Now similarly, this is A. Now I'm doing B, where we have 15.26 and we are multiplying this with a number such that we are getting 152.6. That means here after decimal we have two places, here we have one place. That means the decimal is moving to one place right. One place right means we are multiplying this with 10. Okay. Now let us pick another question. I am picking F part, which says 1.75 into something such that we should get 175. So if we see here, we have decimal after two places, and in this number we do not have any decimal. That means we are multiplying this with a number which has two zeros, right? That is 100. We are multiplying this with 100 because then only this decimal will move to two places right. Right? So I hope this is clear now, kids. Now I'm also taking H part. We have 15.26 and we are multiplying this with a number such that we are getting 15260. Okay, so here we have decimal after two places. Here we have decimal after, here we have decimal here. Okay, so that means after to how many places we are moving to? One place, two place, and then we have 1 0 also. So that means we are multiplying this number with 1 2 3 1000. So when we are multiplying this with 1000, this decimal is moving to three places right. We have two places here and then this 0 which goes for the third place. Okay, so I hope this is clear how by multiplying with 10, 100 or 1000 the decimal is moving towards the right places. So with this we complete this exercise also, and I will see you all in the next class. Please do the homework, and if you have any confusion you can always email me. Thank you.